This is a cool watch with, I think, a pretty cool story. For me, it's catching a big whale. I'd flown across country for some work in San Diego. I took the opportunity to find a pretty big flea market, and I wanted to go through and, I think I even described it like fishing. Is there was going to be a lot of junk minnows, but hopefully you find or catch the big one. And for me, who is pedaling in Timexes and pretty cheaper watches, I did, however, start this journey with a Seiko Pogue that I kind of built and love this Seiko. So I was originally a Seiko fanboy, and I get to a booth that had a bunch of Pogues. Found the Pogue Central here. Are you here every week?
Yeah,
Look at this.
I have this one too.
A little bit of heaven. Oh, that's cool.
But I'm selling this one without the band.
Yeah.
Because this is a Tag Heuer band.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually like this. This coloring is nice.
Well, the Bruce Lee,
That's the Bruce Lee?
yeah, that's a Bruce Lee model.
More Pogues than I've seen anywhere. And he started telling me about these watches, and I didn't even know they existed. And so I'm only doing this for the people that don't know that it's out there, because I think it's fascinating.
The Matic Seiko.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is a the alarm watch.
Oh. How's it? Is it? And it's
It's automatic. Yeah, it's automatic.
How does the alarm work?
It's really cool. Yeah, you set up the alarm first, you wind it, and then you pull.
Oh, I hear it. Little bell.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, and then
I've
you
never
just
seen
stop
that.
it. Yeah, you.
I was fascinated, and I'll show you how it works in a minute, because it's really pretty cool. But also, in the watch journey, I also got taught something else, which was this guy was great. He was the guy in the back with all the watches, and I could have spent the whole day there. But and here's the lesson, basically. There's in everything, there are things that are worth more than the other ones, models. And so he was coming at it at all of these were rare, which he's right, but this one in particular, it's funny. So the earlier ones had a different movement. I think it's called a 4005. This is a 4006 movement. You can read on there, which is not considered the valuable one, because it's a day date, and it's 17 jewels, which they made a ton of these. The very first ones that were made in Japan, I believe, had 27 jewels. And the valuable ones that you're looking for only have the date. So I don't know. It's just because they didn't make as many of them. So they had 27 jewel watch that had a date. Correct? I'm pretty sure. But in order to import them, very timely, and not pay tariffs on this watch because of the amount of jewels it had, they brought the North American version down to 17 jewels. And they made a lot of them. So the 27 jewels, they went down to 21 jewels, which are also valuable with the day. And then they made a lot of the 17 jeweled day date combinations. So I thought I was getting a very, because I had never heard of it, I thought I was getting one of the rarer ones that he was talking about. But then, of course, as you dig into it, and it kind of comes into the reason why he didn't he negotiated a little bit with me, was because it was one of the ones that's not considered rare. But I love it. I actually am super fond of it, and it is a novelty wherever you go. So how it works is, as I said, the clock is self-wind, automatic. It's got the rotor that, on your movement, it winds the watch. But by turning the crown, I don't know if you can hear that, I'm actually winding the spring for the alarm. So this crown is actually amazing, because it does so many things. So you go about 10 winds, and it's fully wound. So now you shouldn't turn the crown anymore. You can then pull it out one, and you're going to see the dial, the inner bezel dial move around counterclockwise, doesn't move the other way. Okay, that's how you set the alarm. So let's say, I know it's the clock's wrong, but it's saying it's 3:25 right now, or 4:25. So what I'm going to do is I'll turn on the alarm right now. There's another button on the dial here that you pull out to activate the alarm. So when it's out, it's activated, and when it's in, it's not. So now if I move the dial to, it'll hear it. Okay. Super cool. It goes for about 10 seconds, and then it dies, and then you got to wind the spring again, which is cool. So I'm going to shut it off. But also, if I push in the alarm button, the date will change, which is, I mean, these watches were so well made and so intricate. It's absolutely amazing. So, and then, of course, if you pull it out again, you're able to set the watch. So there's so many things able to be done. I'm going to wind it again with these watches. And I think it's beautiful. I think it's a 70s style. He sold it to me, not the right band, obviously, but I actually do like this band. So that's the Seiko Bello Matic, and a little lesson on rare and valuable. However, I still think I got a great deal. He was selling the Pogues that, go for $1,200 or, $700, I should say. I think you could get them for $300 to $400, which is a good deal for an original Pogue. So, if you're ever in San Diego, head over to Kobe's market or swap meet on Saturdays and Sundays, and go look in the back corner, and there'll be a guy with the case. Always kind of go for the cases. The ones they dump out on the table are just usually junk, but it's kind of the fun to look at, but you're never going to find anything real. So let me know what you think about the Bell Matic, if you've had one, if this is something that interests you. It's such a cool novelty when you show this to people at parties, or it's a great conversation starter. I mean, I didn't know it. Let me know if you knew that this existed. Oh, and one of the things they said is it's based on a watch that they used to give presidents, and they would set it and get out of meetings that they didn't want to be in. So really cool technology. I think it's a beautiful looking watch. And now hopefully you know something you didn't know before this video. Thanks.